My Mercedes has been off the road for a few weeks now because I've not driven it around because I know that new tie rods are needed. So I ordered these in and I'm going to change these today. Hello, before we get into the video, I just want to say very quickly, a quick disclaimer. I'm not professional, so please don't take everything I say as gospel. I didn't find anything online that was really that up close and personal within doing the tie rods for the W124 platform. Obviously you've got places like Pelican Parts and stuff and they do videos picture by picture. That is a great resource, but some people find it a bit easier up and close with a video. Of course, first job is to take the wheel off. Get this jack in here. This is the one we're doing today. The tie rod that goes from here to back here. We need to use this, which is a 17mm spanner and a 5mm Allen key. You've got to put this one in the top, and this, the 17mm, sits underneath like that. I would use WD-40, but I can't find it. Just give that a spritz. And like I say, this one goes in the top. It can be a bit dirty in there, so what I have done before, a smaller spanner, just to try and dig out a little bit of the dirt. Oh my God, I nearly forgot. Axle stand's very important, don't forget. What I do find is sometimes, because it's quite hard to get the tie rods off, just use a ratchet. Right, that's loosened it enough. So there you go, Allen key in the top. Spanner pushing away from you. Pushing away. And there's that one off the top of there. Easy peasy. And then we've got to separate this here, the tie rod, from here. And that is the ball joint right there. We need to actually separate those, and there can be quite a force on that. You need one of these. They're probably only about £8–10, something like that. And what you do is this. So what you do is you slip that between the ball joint and then this bolt up here. And you tighten this, and as you can see, it closes the gap. But there's quite a lot of force behind these, so get it to a point where it's just starting to tighten. And then I suggest sitting back. And that's why you don't want to be too close to it. So there's that one we've just undone from here. And then we need to undo the one right back there. It's just the opposite of what we did on the front because it's upside down. And in fact, you can see if you pull this little piece of metal here, look. And there it is, it's all open. Right, let's get this done. What I am going to do is take off this here. That is because, as you can see, I can't actually fit my ratchet to start the process of undoing. It's not quite there. I'm just wondering whether if I take these off, I might be able to just, that might have a little bit of give, so I can fit that under potentially. And I also want to check it anyway. That is the steering damper, and I want to see whether it's any good or if that needs to be changed as well. Yeah. The steering damper does have some shock absorbing capacity. It's not very fluid though, if you know what I mean. Well, I will order another one. They're probably going to be about 30 quid including delivery, something like that. And there's that one off, guys. And now we're going to have to do the same thing using this to get the ball joint away. Let's get to a point where I can't even turn it. I've just reseated it a bit further off this lower control arm. It's actually mad how long that one took. In the end, I had to get this one, smack it with a hammer when it was, like, when you look at how tight that is, that's all it had left to give, and I couldn't get my bloody spanner to move around anymore. So I started smacking it with a hammer and it did go. Anyway, onwards and upwards, old versus new. So what we need to do is match up between these and these. Obviously usually you just change just the ends, but the whole assembly was fairly cheap, so I just bought the whole new assembly. And what I'll do is just make sure that on each side I've got the same amount of coils here. Coils or whatever you want to call them. 7, 8, 9, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would reckon they're in better condition than the old one. That has been squished to pieces, and a lot of the grease and gunk and whatever is in the top there, look. On the other side, again, pretty squished. You just don't know how much grease is actually left in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th there. That should theoretically be close enough before I take it to be aligned. So I think that'll be okay. Installation is just the opposite of removal. It's quite simple. That one goes down here. Oh, it would help if I brought the bolts with me. There we go. Now that the tie rods are back in position, I'm not 100% sure how much these should be showing, but there's no banging or anything, so I'm pretty sure it's okay. But of course this will go to a shop to be a shop. I've been reading too many American forums. It will go to a garage at some point to get the alignment done on the wheels anyway, so obviously they can check that out while they're there, make sure it's all as it should be. I have noticed that these aren't too bad. Alright, the lower control arm joints or bushings or whatever, but then you come over to here and they are dead as a dodo. I'm going to order some more in. I'm just going to order the whole unit. Pretty sure these I can take off and replace just these bits, but it'll take too long for me to find the bits probably, and I probably won't get around to it, so I'm just going to order the whole new unit and I'll just keep this lower control arm. Obviously I'll check the same on the other side as well and just see what's going on, but to be honest, if I'm going to buy it anyway, I might as well buy both and just know they're done. That'll be new lower control arms, new tie rods, and a new steering damper as well, so that'll be good. At least you know it's done. So we've just finished doing the tie rods on the Mercedes, so it's one less job to do, and as you can see, these are the old ones. This one here has got a crack all up through here, and it was letting grease out of there. And this is the one on the other side, and as you can see, that is really open and not going to be stopping very much getting in there. It's kind of all over the place. There's a bit of grease left in there, but like I say, that isn't going to do very well. But at the end of the day, they're done now. I can't remember exactly how much they were. I'm going to put them up here so you can see exactly how much they cost to do. It took me probably about 3 hours, but that includes recording and also trying to get that other one off. That took forever. The one of those on there that took forever, the one at the back that you saw, took me an hour to get off. No joke, it just would not budge. So we just finished the tie rods, you've just seen the video. I'm only going to show you the one side just because there's no point in showing you the other side because it's exactly the same premise. So if you do have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will try and help you out. To be honest, quite an easy job, just take your time with it if you're doing it, and be careful when you're trying to separate the ball joint and the tie rod because there's quite a lot of force behind them. Thank you very much for watching the video, really appreciate it. Please do hit that like button if you found it helpful, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Mercedes related bits and also other cars along the way. So I will see you in the next video. Please do have a great week. See you later on.